Welcome back everybody to another video. I'm here with my new 2024 Ram 2500 Mega Cab, and we're gonna just put a nice little tonneau cover on. It's just gonna be one of the fabric snap covers because this is gonna be set up for a gooseneck or fifth wheel trailer. Don't know which one I'm buying, but this way when I'm not using it, I can have it covered and keep it nice in there, and then I could still hide some stuff from the rain and it'll be good. So I'm gonna take you through step by step. This one's pretty cheap, like 170 bucks or so, 175 bucks online. I'm gonna show you the part, the tools, everything you need. So hit like, share, subscribe, help me out with the algorithm, and let's get into it. The brand I bought is Proven Ground. This is the snap style one. And here is the tonneau cover part number 3658287. This is how it's packaged. So let me get it all out on the table and unwrapped and show you what comes in the kit. This is what comes in the kit. You have your two side rails, 1, 2. The cover that has the front and the back rail. 3 center supports, 6 hold down clips, 3 for each side with the tool and the instructions. So we're going to start by just mocking up this rail. This piece should be pretty close to here, but we haven't done final adjustments. We get one of these, loosen this up with a 5mm socket. Best way is with one of those and a drill, because otherwise it'll take you forever by hand. This one I have just to the back of this support. That one's all the way there. And this one's almost pretty much all the way to the front before it hits this metal. So it's roughly 5 feet between them, and this is roughly right in the middle of the 5 feet. There's a little groove here that this catches on the lip, and then this piece goes under. So once we tighten it all down, it'll obviously hook. Right now leave everything loose because we're going to put all 4 corners and the supports together before we tighten these down, so we know everything's in the correct spot. The tailgate shuts right and it seals here on this back piece. You're going to slide this little dicky-doo. You're going to slide that into the side rail. Then you're going to just tighten this thumb screw down till you can't tighten it no more. And that locks this back piece to this piece. When you're getting the poles put in, start the one end, and then the other end, this is where it needs to go. You start it at an angle, and you just slide it like that. And you do that for all 3, and that's all there is to it. These middle poles are labeled front, middle, rear. So you just set them up like that. I have this all sort of mocked up, and we're going to make sure before I tighten these clamps that I have this in the correct front to back position. So we're going to grab this. We're going to pull it back. Oh, ignore that. That was done on purpose. And we're going to grab this and we're going to bring it to the back. We want to see where it ends on the tailgate. So go like this. This mechanism here, this little piece goes in this hole, and then you pull it down and it locks it. Like so. So we come on this side, do the same thing, pull this out. And we got to get it put into here and flip it, and then it just has this pull tab like so, and that unlatches it when you pull this. We're going to lift up this tailgate, latch it. Now what we're going to do is make sure that we're going to be covering enough here, and we're going to come in the back, and right now we're a little too far back still. So I'm gonna just pull this forward a little on both sides, get this thing closer towards this corner. So right now I have a finger here, and on this side I have roughly about the same actually. So maybe this is where it needs to be. So just run around, play with it, get it to where you would like it to be, and then we'll have to go inside and tighten it all down. But right now I think I'm getting pretty close. So we're gonna slide this one. That's about the same. Over here, that's about the same. So just go around a couple times, make sure we're good, and you feel happy. After playing around with this, I realized, at least for me, this flange here needs to be lined up with this piece here, and that is like the good point that makes it look sort of centered all the way around. Obviously, if something looks off to you, you can always take it back apart and mess with the clamps. But for me right now, this looks like the correct option. Now we're going to finally grab this. We're gonna unravel it all the way across. Don't forget your tools. Don't forget. Bring it all the way. We're gonna hold it like that. You need both sides to be set in, like so. And then you're gonna rotate with two hands. You're gonna rotate it down until it locks in. Push on the corner. It should latch. You should hear that click. Now it's locked in. The fitment on the back is kind of loose. Well, not loose, but the back of the bed doesn't touch it. So we're gonna have to add weather stripping to seal that side. You can see the light coming through. So that's on the other side. This side does not seem bad. When you shut the tailgate, you should flip this up and then shut the tailgate. That way it has runoff. See, if you do it like this, and I guess that works too, doesn't really matter, but see, we still have a gap here. Maybe that's because I have these black panels here. So I'm going to get some weather stripping. I'm going to loosen these clamps, leave the front clamps alone, lift it up and put it on. I'm going to try this weather stripping first. I have a couple different sizes, so this might be too wide, but more or less this is the rubber and the sticky tape, and I'm going to stick it and see what it looks like. I use this 1 inch wide, and I use 2 layers of this. I don't know the thickness, I don't have the bag for it, but take a good look at that. And now it's sealed. I'm going to shut it again so we can see if any more light bleeds through. See the 2 layers of weather stripping? Just goes, ends right there. I'm going to put the top back on. So there's a tiny gap here, but this weather stripping is going to compress in the heat, so it should touch pretty soon here. I'm going to leave it outside. But instead of having all that light, it's only a little bit of light in each corner. So once that stuff compresses, the light should be gone. It's hard to see, but there's only very little light in the corners anymore. Obviously I have these on, so that's putting light in here, but yeah, much better. I'm actually happy now. To lock the sides in place, you flip this so that it's down, and you do that all the way down, and then you're going to tilt it up and fold it over on itself inside that groove, and then it should lock like so. See? See that? So, and then you just sort of go all the way down. Boom. That's all there is to it. Here's what it looks like now. Gives it a nice clean look, obviously. It's a tonneau cover. Everybody knows what those look like. This piece, I don't know if it's supposed to be in or out. It makes more sense for it to be out so the water coming down hits this and then goes off and it doesn't go back into the bed at all. Because there is a gap here. So I'm going to put it this way. If you don't like it this way, put it the other way. It's up to you. But I'm going to put it this way. Because there's no way we're going to fill this gap on the tailgate. Hopefully this video helped you out to do this all by yourself. It's totally worth it. Come back for more videos. Hit like, share, subscribe. And until next time, wrench on.